I was out selling my books, you know what I'm saying, the other day, right? And on some old head bull. I said, yo, man, you want to check out my book, man? UFO sightings of the Bible, Quran? He started laughing. You believe in UFOs in the Bible? Man, you don't know what the hell you talking about. Old nigga, right? He ended up in the bands with him and his wife. They arguing back and forth. You could tell they been together for a long time. They hate each other. They just arguing like a motherfucker for no reason. Y'all, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's good, y'all? I was just looking at something the other day, right? It was like the front part of your head, the 10% of the brain you use is that section is like right here. Then the rest, the 90% is back here. So it's like you using 10% of your brain, right? But who's using the other 90% of your brain? You see what I'm saying? So it's like there's something going on with our brains that we're only allowed to use like 10% of it. And the rest of it is probably, in my opinion, being controlled by something else that's not us. I just saw a video the other day and it gave me like a clear understanding of what that really means. You feel me? Like for instance, right? You ever notice how people say, just use your first thoughts? Whatever you think of first, that's the right one. Because after you think first, then it's gonna be all these other thoughts coming. All these other thoughts in your head. And I think that's where the other 90% is full of shit that, like memories and, you know what I mean? Things that people said to you, things that people program. This is the 90%, in my opinion, it's like the program. You know what I mean? Like, when I mean program, I'm talking about like whatever you was taught to believe. But then you got the 10% of your brain that's totally independent on what you was good for you, or who you really are, that 10%. But then 90% takes over. After that 10% of thoughts come, 90% of thoughts come after that. That shit just confuse you, right? I wonder, like, damn, kind of games God be playing on us, man. I don't even believe that the God concept is really what it is, because there's too many contradictions. Like the whole God concept thing. Like you tell me about a God, right? And then the way you describe how God's supposed to be, it's never how God was explained to be in these books, in these religious books. Quran, the Bible, God never said about itself. People say God don't do no wrong, God don't do nothing bad, right? But then you turn around and flood the whole planet of innocent people. You feel me? Off the sins of one town. So it's like, then they make excuses. Oh no, it's because of this. There's always a reason, right? This is some ill shit. There's always a reason for everything. So it's like even shit that's real vicious. Like I give you a story, right? It's a hadith, right? Stories about Abraham, right? I read this in the hadith in the Quran, right? It was a story, right? And even if you ain't religious or nothing like that, it ain't really about being religious. It's just about history. I look at the Bible and the Quran as like ancient history. That's how I look at it. Every time I come home, I go right back to jail. So I said, man, fuck that shit. I'm going to stay away. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stay away this time. And I had a new love. And my new love was writing books. So I could take y'all on a journey of how it all started. I'm going to finish this story about Abraham, about how a lot of times crazy stuff people do, and might have a good reason for it. Alright, Abraham, right? He was all cocky. You know what happened to cocky people? They always think they the best. They always think they the best at doing something. They the thoroughest, right? Abraham getting a little cocky, right? He said, man, I'm the smartest man in the land. So Allah checked him. Allah said, oh, you think you're the smartest man in the land? Okay. I'm going to send you on a journey. I want you to meet this boy named Qadir. Q-U-I-D-E-R. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to say Qadir, right? So Abraham goes on this mission. So he gets on this boat, right? And he takes this long journey. And something mysterious happened, right? With this fish. While he was on his way to his journey, there was something happened where the fish came. But anyway, when he get to where he was going, right? He meet up with the bull. And this bull Qadir was one of the most vicious, craziest niggas around. So Allah was like, all right, you think you're the smartest dude on the land? I'm gonna send you to meet Qadir. So when he met up with Qadir, Qadir told him, look, bro, I'll let you hang with me for a couple days. You know what I'm saying? But you can't ask me nothing. Don't ask me why I'm doing something. If you see me doing something, don't try to stop me. Don't ask me no questions. So Qadir end up said, all right. Abraham like, all right, bet. So boom. So this one dude, the bull Qadir, he was just slaughtering niggas, cutting niggas' heads off. He was doing all kinds of crazy shit. So Abraham like, yo man, what's up with you, man? What you doing? He said, did I turn on? Don't question me. So it got to even he saw this kid get killed. a little kid. That's when Abraham like, nah, man, like, nah, we ain't doing that. So Quadir kicked him away from him. He's like, man, get out. He kicked him out. He's like, man, go ahead back. So he said, damn, well, why you do this and why you do that? So Quadir explained it to him. He said, look, the reason why I did this, because in the future, they was going to come and do this. The reason why I had to kill this little kid, because he was going to grow up to kill a whole family of Muslims. The reason why I had to do this, like, it was always like a good reason why he was doing it. I was like, damn. So it's vicious. That's vicious. See, if you really think about it, bro, it's almost like we living in the hellfire right now. Everything they describe in the hellfire, I can show you where that shit happened right now. You feel me? Like they say it's a level to the hellfire, right? Where you get burnt, you'll be standing in the fire, but the fire only comes to your ankles. So you're literally burning your feet, right? Okay. How many, if you look at the lynchings, the tortures, this already happened. Niggas be getting their feet burnt already on this earth. And if you want to talk about pain, you know, what rhymes with hell? That's right here on earth. What rhymes with hell? Jail, right? You got levels of pain in jail. You just got put in jail for something you did, but you're punished for what you did. We ain't gonna put you in an electric chair and fry. That's like the hell. That's fried electricity right there. That shit's just gonna fry you. You feel me? We ain't gonna fry you because you ain't do nothing to get fried for. But you did do something. We gonna make a lesser punishment for you. Which though we'll just throw you in the custody level amongst your peers, all y'all in the same custody level. Pat, we see heaven and we see hell. Raekwon had a song called "What Do You Believe In?" Heaven or hell? It got to be heaven because we living in hell. You know what I'm saying? I understand what he mean by that because it's like, you know, in this jungle, this planet is like one big jungle. So you mean to tell me tigers and lions and shit, they going to hellfire too? Cause they do more killings than anybody. Natural born killers, man. You got lions, hyenas, fucking reptiles, crocodiles. It's kill or be killed. It's survival, man. You ain't going to jail. There ain't no tigers going to jail for killing another tiger. They run that's their area. They free to do whatever they want to do, man, naturally. But I know me watching that shit, I'll be like, dang, go out that motherfucker. You gotta go. If you go into the jungle, you're going to have to kill something because something's going to attack. It just is what it is. Something is going to attack you. Rather it be a lion, rather it be a fucking croc. It just depends on what area you at, what lives in those habitats, you gonna get attacked. So in the concrete jungle is the same way. Somebody's gonna attack you. Somebody's gonna play with you some kind of way. Hey man, listen man, I'm telling y'all right now, man. Keep your eyes open, man, out here in these concrete jungles, man. Motherfuckers will try to attack you every chance they get, bro. If it ain't with physically, it's with words, bro. You gotta